Hey guys, so today I'll be teaching you how to claim the Recovery Rebate Credits if you're using a software like TurboTax. So typically you're going to want to claim this credit if you had a baby in 2020. If you are a college dependent, no longer being claimed by your parent. So if you're like, oh, I'm sick and tired of my mom claiming me and things like that, and you weren't eligible for that credit, well, you can claim that credit when you file your 2020 tax return. Also, if you did not receive your stimulus check, and that's any amount. So let's say you didn't receive your first one, or you didn't receive the second one, and there's a lot of issues going on right now as I record this video where you may have received this stimulus check for yourself or for your spouse, but not for your dependents. Well, guess what? You can get that money when you file your 2020 tax return by claiming the Recovery Rebate Credit. Also, if you're a mixed status family, so when the first stimulus checks came out, the mixed status family didn't get their stimulus check. So now that's retroactive. So the mixed status family, you should have got your second one if you had a social security number. And you also should have received one for your dependents with a social security number. Well, that's retroactive. You can also claim that back. Also, if your income dropped below the limits, I have a whole nother video covering the Recovery Rebate Credit, so make sure you check that out first if you're curious about those limits. And then also, if you're not required to file a tax return. So let's say you don't meet the income requirements to file a tax return, and you still want to get the stimulus check. Well, you can reclaim the Recovery Rebate Credit when you file your 2020 tax return to go through that. So the software I'm going to be using to demonstrate this is TurboTax, and we're going to walk through this together. And if you do not know how to create an account with TurboTax, I have a video on that as well. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So when you first create your account with TurboTax, you're going to get a screen like this. Just go ahead and scroll. It'll ask you a couple questions. This is just trying to see it's trying to determine what product you qualify for. Just go down here and click free edition. We'll click file for $0. So that's where we get started right there. Now it's gonna ask us a couple questions. So our name is Ducolini. Our last name is Morris. Our birthday, let's say we were born January 1st, 2000. Oh, 2000. And then our zip code is 75201. All right. Happy New Year's, Ducolini. That's so nice. Happy New Year's to you too. Okay. Okay. So then we're just gonna hit continue. How did you file your taxes last year? So just put out you filed your taxes last year. If you use an accountant or tax pro, just put that. And then also, how are you feeling today? I'm feeling good. Feeling great. So we'll just hit that. All right. So let's talk about your life. We'll put it single. Did any of these apply to you? So let's say let's say we had a baby in 2020. We could be a college student, and then we received a stimulus check. Okay, so we'll just hit continue on that. Now, none of that's truly important. TurboTax is really trying to figure out which product they want to serve you. All right, so we'll just go ahead and hit continue, and then let's keep going. And then this you can sign. I'm gonna just hit no thanks for now, so I can just guide you through on how to claim the Recovery Rebate Credit. All right, so let's start with your personal info. So it already has our name for what we entered before. We'll go ahead and enter the social security number, and we'll just make sure you put your social security number. I'm just putting this, and someone's social security number is actually 111-22333. I'm sorry. All right, and then our occupation. So if you guys watch my videos, I always use the chicken sandwich example. So we'll put a chicken sandwich seller. So Ducolini sells chicken sandwiches. We selling all them type of chicken sandwiches. All right. So the next question is, am I a member of? And we'll put no. Tell us what state you live in. We live in Texas. Did you live in another state? No, I did not. A few other questions we need to know. Okay. So this question right here is really important. The question is, can someone else claim you as a dependent? So this question is really important for the adult dependents and college dependents who did not receive their first or second stimulus check because they were claimed as a dependent on someone else's return. If you cannot be claimed as a dependent on someone else's return, you're going to just put no right here. And then, I was considered legally blind. Well, no, I was not. I prepared this tax return for Ducolini, passed away. Nope. We're still here, still in the flesh. We got a couple more years left. Well, not a couple, a lot. All right, so I want to change the language, and then we're gonna put no, because we don't want to change the language used by IRS notices sent to me. We'll hit continue. Full-time student, if you're a full-time student, you will know that. And a full-time student is defined by your school. Okay, so we're just gonna hit no right there. And then let's confirm your marital status. We're single. Did you support yourself in 2020? So this is also an important question. In order to qualify for this, you're going to make sure you provided your own support. So you took care of yourself. So we'll put yes, we paid for more than half of our living expenses with earned income. Now, do you have children or support another person? So if you had a baby in 2020, or if you have children in general, you're going to want to hit yes on this question. Continue. And then we'll tell them about child. So let's say our child's name is Dookie Morris, birthday, they were born 12/31/2020. So the last day of 2020. This is my son, and is this child adopted? We'll put none. Okay, so question is also really important. How many months did Dookie live with you in 2020? So and you know what? Just for the purpose of an example, I'm going to show you what happens if you just put, hey, they just lived with me for 1 month. So if you just put, okay, did any of these apply to you, Dookie? No. We know Dookie's baby, but did he pay for most of his living expenses? No, I did. Do you have an agreement with the parent? Yup, we good. So yes, I have an agreement with the other parent, so pretty much claim Dookie as a dependent. Is Dookie other parents claiming Dookie per your legal agreement? No, not claiming them. Continue. So good news, qualifies as a dependent. So that's what we want, okay? And so we'll enter Dookie's social security number, 22333, 222334444. We'll hit continue right there. All right, so now the dependent's in there. So we'll hit done. We'll enter our address, 123 Feather Street, Chicken City, Dallas, Texas. We'll enter our phone number, 972-555-5555, and we'll continue. All right, so yeah, that's our address, 123 Feather Street, Chicken City. Continue. Did you make any money in the state? No, I did not. Okay, so this is the screen I was telling you about where we put single. And the reason why, so if you have a dependent, it's really important that you want to qualify for head of household. Okay, so you can't file for head of household because Dookie did not qualify for the filing status. Why didn't they qualify? Because Dookie didn't live with you more than 6 months. Now, here's what's really important, and this is what coming from the IRS. A child who was born during the year is treated as having lived with the taxpayer for more than half the year. So if you had your baby at the end of the year, let's say you had your baby December 31st, 2020, just because you had that baby and only lived with you for a day, the IRS is considered that your dependent has lived with you throughout the whole entire year. So what we need to do is go back and change that and said, hey, Dookie did live with us throughout the whole entire year. So we're gonna go back over here to tax home, personal info, continue. We'll skip through this, go through this, go through this. Okay, oops. We get back to this screen where it says your child and the others dependents. So we're gonna hit edit. Make sure it says my child, continue. And then on this screen, we'll put the whole year. We'll just continue through all of these till we get back to where we were at. Okay. Done. Continue. Okay. So here's where we're at right now. So now you're at this screen. Did you pay more than half the cost to keep up your home in 2020? Yes, I paid more than half of my cost in 2020. Now we have that head of household status. So that's what's important, and that is what we want. So that's why I want to show you guys and walk you through that to make sure that if you have that dependent, that you put, and they were born in 2020, that you want to put that they lived with you throughout that whole entire year. So we can get that head of household status. That's like a really cool status. So we hit continue and continue. Okay, so then TurboTax might try to take you to the screen. If you're not required to upgrade, let's say, so you'll be required to upgrade, and TurboTax will let you know, like, hey, we can't file your tax return unless you upgrade. And if you get that screen, then go ahead and upgrade. But if not, we'll just hit not now for now. Now the income portion you can do yourself. Once you have your personal information in and your dependents information in and your income entered in, if you had income, if you didn't have income, you're going to go right to this step what I'm showing you right now. If you have income, you're going to want to fill out that section right now, but for the purpose of this video, I won't show you how to enter your income. So just go ahead and do that now. But let's say you had no income and you still want to claim the stimulus check. Over here in this corner where it says Federal Review, you're going to click on Federal Review. And this is where it asks you, hey, let's make sure you got the right amount of stimulus check. You're going to hit Continue. Did you get a stimulus payment? So if you received one, whether it was not your full amount or not, you're going to hit yes. If you did not receive a stimulus check at all, you're going to hit no. And then it says enter your first round of stimulus check. So the first round, let's say if we just had a baby, which is us, it was $1,200, and the next one was $600. Okay, so we'll hit continue, and there you see our refund went up by $1,100. And so that is how you're going to claim the recovery rebate credit when you file your tax return with a software like TurboTax. The first thing you're going to make sure you do is that you entered all your information correctly. That includes your name, your personal information, and your dependents information. Enter any income if you have, so go ahead and go through the whole process. And then once you get to that federal review screen, make sure you enter the correct amount of stimulus checks that you have received, and then TurboTax will kind of do the rest of the work. If this video helped you out and provided clarity, please give this video a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. So I was in the middle of editing. I was like, I have to add this part. So if you go over here on this left-hand side where it says Tax Tools, you're going to want to go to Print Center. This is to ensure that you have claimed the Recovery Rebate Credit, and TurboTax knows you have claimed the Recovery Rebate Credit. So go ahead and hit Continue, and then we'll hit Continue again. Well, we know the refund's $1,100 because that's all we're doing is claiming the stimulus check. Please confirm your registration. Yep, register. Okay, and then continue to print, and then 2020 federal tax return. So it's really important that you click Include Government Worksheets, okay? And then View/Print Forms. And then you can scroll down all the way to the bottom, should be the last sheet, maybe on, and you'll see the Recovery Rebate Credit Worksheet. So that's how you can ensure that you claim the Recovery Rebate Credit. So yeah, I was in the middle of editing this video and I had to throw that in there. So let's get back to the normal part.